like this video, click like. If you want to continue to follow our adventure, hit subscribe. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Hello, Miles on the Road subscribers and followers. Well, you know what today is? It's Friday, which means we're going to do the Easy 5 Friday. So what's today's topic? 5 most frequently asked questions to the Little House on the Road, me, Carolyn, and really, I mean, we can actually put these in kind of an order. So, you know, top 5 today. Usually I don't do top 5s, I've said that before, but today I guess we'll just do, you know, the top 5. And we'll go from the most frequently asked question to the least, you know, the 5th most frequently asked question. So let's get started. Number 1, bears. What about bears? Aren't you scared of bears? Can a bear come through the pop-up? What about bears? And I've done 2 videos on that, and I'll put a link to the latest one right here. Bear safety, as you'll see in this video, is covered very extensively by the National Forest, and they have all kinds of rules. I suggest you look them up, or you watch these videos that I just pointed out to. The very first video I did, I just read the National Forest rules on bear safety. But in general, if you just keep your, and I'm talking about black bears, not grizzlies. In general, if you just keep your food in a trunk of your car, or in the cab of your truck, there's also a procedure to hang it up in the tree. You won't have a problem with bears. Yes, they can come through the canvas and your pop-up. We all understand that. There are tons and tons of tent campers all over the place in these national forests with bears, and they don't seem concerned. I'm not overly concerned. I know that they don't like humans. So anyway, if you'll check out that video, if you're really concerned about it, I suggest you check it out. You know, the first one I did was about the National Forest rules. The second one was just my general feeling about bears. So anyway, enough said about bears. Number 2, what are you going to do in the winter? Or the more commonly asked question, what are you going to do in the cold? Or how are you going to handle the cold? The answer to that question is, I'm not going to handle the cold. Quite simple. What are we going to do in the winter? We're going to go south. This year we're going to go to Florida. And we've already been to Florida once, but it was the northern part of Florida. The Osceola National Forest, the Apalachicola National Forest. You know, it was right close. I think it was 100 miles south of the border, which we'll stay at in the fall, late fall. But when we get into December and January, we're going to go to Miami. And man, I'm excited about that. I'm really excited. And then the year after that, we're going to go, you know, over to the West Coast. And I think what we're going to end up doing is just bouncing back and forth every other year. West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast. But when we go to the West Coast, we're going to hang out in Arizona and Texas. And we're really excited about that also. So anyway, that's what we're going to do in the winter. Number 3, what are you going to do in the storms? What do you do about storms? Storms. I mean, asked a lot. What are we going to do in storms? And I have videos on storms also. I'll put the link right here. So what we do in storms, really just like any other camper would do in storms. They're going to find the safest method for them. You know, just because we're in a pop-up doesn't mean that we're more unsafe than someone in an RV. An RV, you know, travel trailer is susceptible to storms also. All right, let me quit beating around the bush. What we're going to do is, if the winds are over 40 miles an hour, we're going to lower the canvas and we're going to stay in the truck. if it's daytime and there's a lot of time left, you know, we may go shopping or hang out in the mall or something. But, you know, we're just going to lower the canvas. No big deal. If it's a tornado, you know, I've said in this video, you know, yeah, we're not going to hang out. We watch the weather nonstop on apps. And so anyway, if you'll check out that video that I talked about, that's what we're going to do in the storms. Number 3, why a pop-up camper? Why did we just choose to live in a pop-up camper? And again, I have a video on that right here. Pop-up camper, again, we chose pop-up camper because that's what we had. We researched buying a travel trailer and decided, no, we were going to do it in a pop-up. We were very happy with the pop-up. Can you hear the birds? Well, you can also hear the whippoorwills at night, and the crickets. And, you know, people comment on that a lot about the nature of things. And yes, we're closer to nature, and that's why we're out. Well, that's one of the reasons we're out here, was so we could be closer to nature, get away from the hustle and the bustle of society, and listen to the wildlife. One person said that. And I really like this comment. One person said that a lot of people want to have or be with or use the creation of man. And some of us, like me and Carolyn, want to be or surround ourselves by the creation of God. And I found that interesting. Nature is a big aspect of why we do this. The other thing is, man, that camper is light. Easy to tow. I mean, there is just no stress behind it. I can still use the rear view mirror. Easy to back up. I can see over it. It's just, there's all kinds, in my opinion, advantages to having it. People look at the disadvantages, and I'm not sure why they would consider it a disadvantage. It's very comfortable. Very nice. Okay, so let's move on to number 5. Number 5, Carolyn. The elusive Carolyn. Rarely do you see her on camera. Why don't we see Carolyn on camera? When's Carolyn coming on camera? Can Carolyn do a cooking show? I said in the very beginning of this that, you know, Carolyn wasn't comfortable on front of the camera, and I wasn't going to force her to do it. You know, she is gracious enough to allow us to do this adventure. I'm not going to pressure her into things that she doesn't want to do. I mean, every now and then she'll get on camera, but as far as her starting her own YouTube channel or getting on camera doing cooking segments, it's probably not too likely. She has gotten on camera and narrated how to do a non-stick, and I'll put that video right here. It was a non-stick grill that she did. She was able to make the campfire grill non-stick. That being said, we've recently started a Patreon account. Love for everybody to check it out. You can find it in the description below down there. Where Carolyn is going to start writing weekly blogs, and you'll be able to check out Carolyn's Corner. So anyway, give that a check out. I think it's going to be very interesting from a female's point of view, what life is like out here on the road. So anyway, that's my top 5 for today, and thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.